All right, everybody, we're going to get started. That means if you are high school, you are going to head to the sanctuary. If you are middle school, you're going to stay in here. High school's over there. Middle school, come take a seat. Come over and take a seat. Turn the video games off. You guys, Justin, will you turn it off then? All right, come on in. Robbie, let's go. Daniel's here this week. Woo. All right, do you want to run out there and grab the middle schoolers that are out there? All right, ladies, we're going to get started. Pause that game. All right, you got slides? Okay, great. All right, come on in, come on in. Middle school. Woo! Look at this crew. Oh, yes, there's Izzy. Welcome. We got a few that are stragglers coming this way. Yes. All right. Oh, reunited, and it feels so good. All right, everybody. Oh, guys, you must be staying here for 4th of July. Am I right or am I right? Yes, because you're still here. All right, so we are going to play a little game. We're going to get ourselves awake if you're not awake, perky if you're not perky, and ready to go if you're not ready to go. So we're going to play a little game called Egg, Chicken, Dinosaur, okay? So how this is going to work is everyone, look, I have the instructions up there. It's a rock, paper, scissors game. Everyone's going to start as an egg, and you have to waddle around. And then if you win, you get to move up to a chicken, which means you walk and flop your arms around. And then if you win, you go dinosaur, prince, all that. Now, here's the thing. You can only play those that are like you. So eggs can only play against eggs. Chickens can only play against chickens. Dinosaurs against dinosaurs, etc., etc. If you win, you get to move up. If you lose, you have to go down. Does that make sense? When I say up, this is the positive way, that's the negative way, okay? So if you're a dinosaur and you play another dinosaur, rock, paper, scissors, just once, and you lose, you go down to be a chicken again, and you have to find a chicken to play. If you win, you get to move up to a prince or princess, okay? And they're holding an imaginary scepter. They're like, do you know what that is? Do you have a question? You've played this game a million times. Okay, what's your question? Yeah. Stand in front, not on the stage. Not on the stage. Ben would be mad. You're going to stand in front right here and just be like, yeah, I won. So we're going to play until we have one egg left, one chicken left, one dinosaur, prince, princess, and then a bunch of kings and queens. Yes. Yeah, you're battling the people who are in the same category as you. So the eggs battle the eggs, chickens battle the chickens, dinosaurs battle dinosaurs as you move up and down. Okay? Okay, you love when I do this. Thanks, Ashton. Okay, so if you're an egg, you're going to waddle around like this, and you're going to find other eggs. Now, if you're a chicken, you're going to, okay? If you're a dinosaur, you got to put your little, what are these called? T-Rex arms, and you go, rah, okay? If you are a prince or princess, you're going to walk around like this because you're awesome, okay? And then kings or queens, you just stand like a boss, because Queen Elizabeth has lived for so long, she has earned boss rights. All right, let's play. Everybody down as a chicken. Down as a chicken. Down as an egg. Ready. Find an egg. Find an egg. Jake needs a partner. Alex needs a partner. Naomi needs a partner. Renato's a good partner. All right, yeah, go and go.
Running from each other.
Oh, Caleb is currently a prince or princess.
Maybe we'll survive if we don't discover.
Does anybody want to play the high and mighty prince, Caleb? Oh, Caleb, we have another prince. Let's go. Oh, we got some dinosaurs. We have our first king, King Caleb. Wow. Oh, we got a second king, Ollie. All right, all right. You're a dinosaur. Oh, we got Jake's a dinosaur too. Oh, we have a Princess Mia playing Princess Ellie. Oh, we got our first queen. Oh, and another king. Look at these champions. Sammy's up here too. Let's go. Good job. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Dinosaur, dinosaur. Oh, Matt is a king. We got a prince. Oh, Princess Ellie would like to play Prince Daniel. Come on in, Charlotte. We're playing egg, chicken, dinosaur. Charlotte's an egg. All right, we're playing egg, chicken, dinosaur. It is a rock, paper, scissors game. Quickly jump in. You start as an egg. If you win, you move up to a chicken. It's rock, paper, so find. Jake, are you an egg? Oh, wait, here's Christian. Christian's going to be an egg. Behind you. Christian. Yeah, there you go. Christian's just jumping in the game. So you get to be a chicken now. So now you find another chicken. Find it. Are you a chicken story? No, an egg. Are you? Christian's a chicken. Look at these champions. Wow, we have so many champions right now. They are struggling. Kings and queens, how do you feel? Do you feel awesome? Yeah. That's not accurate. You're right. What? Oh my gosh. Robbie made it to the top, and he just don't stop. Welcome to 8th grade year. What? Yeah, he's roaring. Dude. All right, what do we still got? What do we still got? All right.
I don't wanna be on my phone, but I
Yeah. Yeah. We gotta keep him humble, okay, Ollie? All right. What do we got? What are you now, Christian? A dinosaur. Do we have another dinosaur to play this dinosaur? All right, we got Renato's a dinosaur. Here we go. Are you a prince or princess? Do we have other what are you, Charlotte? There we go. What are we down? Jake, are you still an egg? Jake, it's okay, Jake. Oh, we got another dinosaur. Dinosaur Alex plays Charlotte.
So give us the real thing.
All right.
No, it's you.
Good job, kings and queens. Look proud. What are we down to? We got like all our leaders left in story. All right. What are we down? Jake is still an egg. If anybody wants to play Jake, he is still an egg.
Stereotype to decide who I am. You never knew me anyway.
Jake is still an egg after that round. What do we got left? Oh, Izzy is a chicken. Any other chickens? Izzy is a chicken. We got an egg playing an egg. Oh. Izzy, what are you now? What are you now? A dinosaur. We got another dinosaur. Oh, we got a chicken. We got 2 chickens right there. Right? We got 3 chickens. Wow. All right, we're going to wrap this game up in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wow. Who was left as an egg? Do we have any eggs? Renato! Yes! All right, everybody take a seat. Take a seat. All right. I need 4 brave souls. 4. All right, I saw these 2. I thought, sorry, and Aaliyah. All right, come on up. All right, come. We're gonna have a little face-off. We're gonna have a little face-off. This is called tongue twister. Okay? Woo! I forgot the tongue twister. How much wood could wood chop? Wood could chop wood. Kind of like that. Okay. Obviously, I'm not good at tongue twisters, but you're brave. You raised your hand, so apparently you are. How this is going to work is I'm going to give you a tongue twister. You're going to have to say it 5 times fast for us. If you cannot say it 5 times fast, and Matt and Ashton will be the judges, okay? If they're like, you stumbled, you didn't say it right, you were so slow, you're out, okay? All right? We're going to go 1, then 1, then 1, then 1. We'll see who is still standing. Sound good? But you guys are technically a team. You guys are technically a team, okay? So here is what we're going to do.
The queen and the green screen, the queen and green screen, the queen and green screen, the queen and green screen. Oh no. That's worse. That's worse. That's worse. That's worse. Argoyle, gargoyle, argoyle, gargoyle, argoyle, gargoyle, argoyle, gargoyle, argoyle, gargoyle. You were slow, and that. What am I doing? Are you ready? He threw 3 free throws. 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 Not really. Okay. Thin, grippy, thick, slippery. Thin, grippy, thick, slippery. Thin, grippy, slick, thick. I could have
y'all one more chance, but technically Daniel is the champion right now. One more time, okay? Probably not.
Santa's short, suit shrunk. Santa's short, suit shrunk. Santa's short, suit shrunk. Santa's short, dot. Yeah.
He's gonna win.
Wood chuck. Rolling red flag. Rolling red rag. Rolling red.
Can I try that one? All right. Oh yeah, if Story gets it, then there's a tiebreaker. That's a good point. All right. No, you don't get the same one. You got to practice. All right, here we go. World Wide Web. Okay. Stop that. I'm gonna. Okay.
World Wide Web, 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 World Wide.
Yes. All right, we got a tiebreaker. Are you ready for this, Daniel? All right. We're doing another.
Wait, can I drive the keys home?
Oh God. Okay.
Double bubble gum, bubbles double, double bubble gum, bubbles double, double bubble gum, bubbles double, double bubble gum, bubbles.
Did I do it? Oh, double gobble. I don't have that.
Clean clams crammed in clean cans, clean clams crammed in clean cans. Clean clams crammed in clean cans, clean clams crammed in clean cans, clams crammed in.
That's not good. I did like 4 though. She only did 4, but it cleanly. If you think Daniel, who did 5, but not so cleanly. Round of applause if you think Daniel should win. Robbie is your best friend. Okay. Story wins! All right, we're gonna move on to our talk. We're gonna bring it up here. I'm gonna come down today because at some point I'll need a little volunteer, and we'll see who would be the volunteer. Okay, Mia, could you trust me? Great. Apparently, some didn't. All right, so I want to raise of hands if you've been whitewater rafting. White. Ooh, we have some brave souls. Okay, I see you. Only a few of you. Okay. Maybe. Oh, okay. Come on in, Josephine. Yes, welcome back from vacation. Slow clap for Josephine for coming back from vacation. Yay! All right. So I've probably been whitewater rafting around 8 times. I love it. It is so much fun to me. However, I did not like it when I first started doing it. So if some of you are like, ugh, that's the scariest thing ever, let's put up the picture. This is me doing it this past week. Like, look at my face. It's adventure all over it. Okay? And so I've done it about 8 times, and at this point, I love it because I know what to expect. I know what we're going to face, and so I feel pretty confident. However, when I first went and did whitewater rafting, I was so scared. I was so scared because I was like, I have no idea what to expect. I'm probably going to die because there's a high risk and you sign a waiver. Like, I'm definitely going to my doomsday. And there's big rapids, and I saw pictures like this and going, yeah, I'm not making it back. But I went on my first trip, and the first thing that they do is they give you instructions. They tell you sort of all the different commands that they yell out. And I was the type of person I was like, yep, yeah, I got it. Totally, yep. And I like had all the signals and all the paddle now and forward and the high side right and high side left, and I memorized it all because I was not going to die. Okay? And I was like, I was so scared that I was so focused on every aspect of it and was like, I will succeed based on what you tell me. Now, I got out there, and it always starts out really mellow, and you're always like, I'm so confident. And then the rapids start coming in. They get increasingly worse and worse and worse. And I started freaking out, and I started getting scared. But what I realized is when you're on there, I'm really doing not a whole lot. I'm not doing a whole lot for the boat because in the back of the boat is your guide. And your guide is a professional rafter who has done it millions of times. This was our guide. His name's Nacho this past week. His name was Nacho. And he has rafted and kayaked all over the world. He's been everywhere with some of the biggest rapids ever. And because we had Nacho, and because every time you go, you always have a guide. And the guide is the person that is calling out the commands, but the guide is the person that is navigating your boat to safety. And once I realized that I had a guide, that I had someone on the boat who would take me to safety, who would keep me safe, I had so much more peace. I was like, oh, I can do this. And if I fell out of the boat, he and his team were trained and ready to rescue me whenever, or others, whenever I needed it. And I had one time rafting where we had the whole boat fall out, except for me, because I paid attention to all the instructions. But the rest of the boat fell out, and our guides brought them back to safety, and they got every single person out of the water before it was too late. So your guides are there to protect us, protect you. Now, we're talking about this whole summer, the adventures of following Jesus. And we're following along in the book of Matthew, which is one of the 4 Gospels. And we're following along to the different stories that the disciples saw, experienced, and heard when they said yes to following Jesus. And we're understanding, well, what does that mean for us then? And today we're going to talk about when a storm hits the boat of the disciples. And we're going to talk about what happens when Jesus is on the boat and what he does. So let's read when they become fearful. Let's see what happens. Matthew 8:23 through 27 says, Then he got into the boat, Jesus got into the boat, and his disciples followed him. Suddenly a furious storm came up on the lake so that the waves swept over the boat. But Jesus was sleeping. The disciples went and woke him, saying, Lord, save us, we're going to drown. He replied, You of little faith, why are you so afraid? Then he got up and rebuked the winds and the waves, and it was completely calm. The men were amazed and asked, What kind of man is this? Even the winds and the waves obey him. And I love this passage because it speaks so much to going through storms, going through hardships, and then what Jesus does and how he helps us. And the first thing I want us to think about in this story is that fear is a symptom of the storm we are facing. Fear is the typical response that we have when we have some sort of issue in front of us, when we're facing something that's scary or frightening or new to us, when we feel overwhelmed, stressed, not good enough, and we face pressures in our life. And the disciples, they saw the boat overflowing with water. They saw this huge, it's called a furious storm, which when someone's furious, they're coming in hot. So I think this storm was coming in very rapidly and very big. And they became nervous. And they didn't know what was going to happen. And they were fearful of what was going to happen to them because they didn't know how to solve it. And the storm was the issue, but the fear that they felt was their alert system that something was wrong, that something was scary. And we all feel fearful at times. We've all experienced it in different ways. Whether we just feel nervous, we feel fearful, or we experience anxiety. It's the knot in your stomach or the nagging fear when you face something that's challenging and your body's responding with run away or freeze or stop, and you don't know what to do. And when I think of this, when I was whitewater rafting the first time, I was so afraid. I was so scared because I did not know what to expect. I did not know if I would make it to the end. And that's sometimes what happens with fears. We don't know if we can actually make it through. We don't know how it's going to end for us. And so because it's unknown or new or scary, we become fearful. And a lot of times people are like, you're anxious or you're a scaredy cat. And what I love is God says in 2 Timothy 1:7, he says, for God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. Our spirit is who God created us to be. And God created us with no fear. He says that he doesn't give you a spirit of fear, but instead one that is of power and love and sound mind. This is the defining factor of who you are, who God created you to be. But we live in a hard and broken world. And so sometimes that's hard to be like, well, I don't feel that way. I feel overwhelmed. I feel pressured. I feel feared. But here's when we look at this story, this is how we can remember who God is and what he's made us, is that Jesus is with you in your fears. Jesus is with you in the fears. With the disciples, Jesus was in the boat, but I honestly think they forgot. Their fears were so big that they forgot that Jesus was right there. They had already seen and heard some of the things that Jesus has done, but they didn't turn to him first. Instead, I imagine that the disciples were quickly trying to fix the problem. Let's fix the sails. Let's tie down things on the boat. And they became frustrated when there was nothing that they could do. And I think sometimes with us, when we experience fear, anxiety, nervousness, whatever degree of it that it is, many times Jesus is our last resort. We try to fix it on our own. We forget that he's even there. We think he's sleeping and he's not with us. And we feel afraid. We feel like there's something wrapping around us and strangling us, and we think that we have to rely on ourselves to fix it. We think that we have to rely on ourselves to fix our fears instead of remembering that Jesus is in the boat with us, that he is with us and he wants to help us. And when we try to fix it ourselves and fix our fears, we tend to run to places of coping instead of places of healing. And some ways that we may cope is when we're experiencing a lot of fear, is that we put on a show and we veg out for hours. Or we play video games for hours and hours, hoping that we'll forget the fear that's in front of us. Or maybe we one day think drugs or alcohol or cutting or hard things that other people are doing to be cool, we think that'll take away the fears or the pressures that we're facing. But man, when we look at this story, we see that those are only temporary fixes. Those only do a little bit. But Jesus is there, and he's the one that can actually help you. And he's waiting for you to come to him. What I love about this story is he knows the storm is going on. He's sleeping in the boat, but he knows what's going on. He knows all. And the disciples are running around fixing everything, and he is waiting for them to come to him, for them to ask him for help in their fears and anxieties. And he asks, why are you afraid to them? Why are you afraid? And I think when I read this story, and especially for you guys to think, when he asks, why are you afraid? I don't look at it as punitive or demeaning. I look at it as he wants you to share with him what's going on. He wants you to share, what are you afraid of? Share, tell me. He has so much compassion and love for you that he wants to be there, but he wants you to come to him. What I love about this picture right here is here's that raft guide. He is giving a thumbs up in this picture. Like, he is all good. They are in a rapid, and he is all good, and he is thumbs up. Everyone else is like, ah! Like getting hit in the face with water, and he is not fazed. And I think that raft guy kind of is a picture of Jesus. When we are going through fears, he is standing there with a thumbs up like, I've got this. I am with you. I am in the back of the boat. Turn towards me. And if you go to the next slide, Sophia, what I love is coming out of the rapid, they all have thumbs up. They all have thumbs up because the raft guide goes, thumbs up, guys. We're good. And so they remember he is with them, and they are all thumbs up because they know that even amongst their fears, whether they're fearful or not, they were safe with their guide who knew he had it. And here's the thing, Jesus loosens the grip of fear. When we turn to him, he loosens the grip of fear. Because with Jesus on the boat, his presence, words, and love is what calmed the storm. He has the power to take whatever's going on in your life that is causing fear to calm it. And the disciples, when they finally turned to him and looked to him and said, "Help us," immediately he was able to calm the storm. And he was able to offer them peace. And one of the descriptors of Jesus is the Prince of Peace. He's literally the one who has all peace and can give all peace. And so when we turn to him, then we can experience peace a little bit more. It'll loosen, and that's why I like to use the word loosen the grip of fear. When we turn to him, he can help loosen that grip of fear. But I want to be practical with you all, and I want to give you something that I feel like, man, I'm facing something that's heavy or fearful, or I feel nervous about, or you're feeling anxious about. And I want us, because I don't want us to be engaging in coping, because it doesn't work. There are so many stories of people that go into ways to cope, but it doesn't fix the problem. It doesn't actually get to the root of the problem. But Jesus wants to be that healer for you. He wants to be the Prince of Peace with whatever you're going through. And so I have this prayer that I love to do, and I do this in my life a lot. It's called the inhale, exhale prayer. And it has helped me in times when I feel so nervous, when I feel so scared, when I feel so anxious. And what I love about it is it combines breathing and praying to God. And breathing calms your body, which we always need. When you're nervous, your heart's going fast, your breathing gets short. So it calms your body, but then it also focuses your heart and mind on Jesus. And so here's what it is. It's where you go, you inhale and you say, "Jesus, I need you." You inhale that good news. "Jesus, I need you." And then you exhale, "Thank you for your presence." And in those two statements, you are acknowledging God is with you. God is in the boat and he can help you. So try this with me. Inhale and think, "Jesus, I need you." Exhale, "Thank you for your presence." It's reminding you that he's with you. And I love Philippians 4:6-7. It says, "Don't worry about anything. Instead, pray about everything. Tell God what you need and thank him for all he has done. Then you will experience God's peace, which exceeds anything we can understand. His peace will guard your hearts and minds as you live in Christ Jesus." And that's where that inhale, exhale prayer, the words come from, is tell God what you need and thank him for all he's done. Because that is what shifts us from the storm to going, "I see the storm over there, but I'm going to turn to Jesus and I'm going to trust you can handle this. That you can be with me in all of this." And so I want you to know Jesus, whatever you're facing, is always with you, and he wants to help you and bring you peace and to your hearts and your minds with whatever you're facing. And you're going to have an opportunity to share in your small group with what you're facing. Whatever stress it is, whatever fear, whatever anxiety is in your life, you get to share with them. And I want to encourage you to share. To share with them, because we get to have people come alongside us and pray for us in those storms that we're facing, in the hard things that we are facing, and can help us see Jesus in our life. So I'm going to pray for us, and we're going to go to small groups. And if you need to know who your small group is, I would love to help you. So let me pray. Jesus, I thank you so much for tonight. I thank you that you are our raft guide, that you are always with us, that you are not afraid of anything that we face, but you are there to help us and heal us from whatever we're going through. And you are the Prince of Peace that wants to give peace in any fears that we face. So Jesus, I pray in our small groups that we would feel safe to share with whatever we're going through and know that you are working through that. So be with us, Jesus. We love you in your awesome and truly precious name. Amen. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go out this door and through those doors because high school has that entrance blocked.